Get your pencils, grab your paints, collect anything in your home that could be considered art supplies. It's time for Art Smackdown, the game show that makes art the cutthroat competition it should be. This week's contestants are the reigning best artist in the world, Lorian Kruger, last week's audience champion, Aubrey Vora, and contender, I'm remembering how she told me how to say it, Maida Gray, with celebrity guest judge Zach Sherwin. It's Gary. Fine, it's Gary. And now, if I can figure out how to turn them back on, here is your host. It's going to be Zach. Sherwin is on the show. Hold on. And there's Micah. And there's me. Hi, everybody.
Hello and welcome to Art Smackdown. Ethan, you just you went for it, man. I wasn't even ready. Oh, everybody's up. Everybody's up.
Everybody's up. I don't have the. Oh, you know what I could do? I could black people out.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Everybody, turn your cameras off. Right, and then will they go away?
Where'd everyone go?
Did they go away?
It's Gary. I thought it was Gray.
It's Maida, though. She's not Gary.
Did I get Maida right?
Yeah, Maida's right, yeah.
I had to think about that one.
Well, we are without our technical wizard, Mark Stetson, tonight. So we are going lo-fi, but we are excited to present another fantastic artistic game show where we really make art a cutthroat competition.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Anything of note happened in the last week, Ethan, or has it been quarantine as usual?
Let's see. A lot of personal things going on. You want to ask me about them?
Yeah. So, say, Ethan, I hear there's a lot of personal things going on with you. What's that all about?
It's too personal. I can't really talk about it.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Keep the tricks guessing. All right. Well, let's get the show on the road. Thank you so much for those of you watching at home. And this is Art Smackdown. It's the game show like Nailed It on Netflix, but instead of fancy desserts, we make fancy art. So, Ethan, how's this game played?
3 artists enter the stream. We give them a challenge, and they have 20 minutes to complete it. Halfway through, we compromise their vision, and then we figure out who is the best artist in the world.
And you have a chance to be on next week's show. Just grab your art supplies at home, literally anything, and take the challenges along with this week's contestants. And then email pictures of your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com. That's fartsmackdown with an F because Art Smackdown was already taken. So let's start things off with a 30-second self-expression. So you at home, play along, and for 30 seconds, do this challenge, and then email it to us at fartsmackdown@gmail.com, and we just might share it on the stream. So get ready. Is everybody ready? Ethan, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to type it up when you say the words.
All right, sounds good. You have 30 seconds to show us your interpretation of something that most people like, but you don't. So show us something that most people like, but you do not like. Most people do like this. You do not like this. Ethan, what's something that most people like that you don't?
Empathy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with sympathy. Is there a difference between sympathy and empathy?
$45. I don't. Sympathy is. I don't know. It's like poor you, and then empathy is like, oh, I feel how you suck, or something.
Oh yeah. So sympathy is like I can imagine how you feel, and empathy is like I feel how you feel.
I don't know if that's true, but I definitely know we're done with our 30 seconds.
Time's up. Put your art supplies down, and please email us your pictures of your art at fartsmackdown@gmail.com. So, Ethan, why don't we meet this week's contestants?
I mean, there's a bunch of legal reasons, but I say we do it anyway.
Yeah, I think we should. Well, there's no shoulds in life, right?
Yeah,
I'd like
true.
to. I'd like to. All right. So this is, let's see. Oh, yeah. So this is this week's contender. She is our artist that we've recruited, and she is a very good friend of mine from college. Please welcome to the stream, Maida Gary.
This is what I do? Do I turn on my camera?
You did it.
Yeah, you're doing great.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. All right. So, Maida, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I've had caffeine because it's already past my bedtime, so I'm on it. I am on
All
it.
right. Why do you go to sleep before 10 o'clock?
Because I wake up really early. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I used to wake up early when you would come over and watch you sleep until you woke up in college, Micah. So,
I honestly do remember you waking up at the foot of my bed occasionally.
the sun's up, Maida's up.
Yeah, I hear that. And if the sun's up, Micah's got a drinking problem in college. So let's take a look at what you have created here, Maida. This is something that most people like that you do not like.
All right, so I drew this television, which incidentally is like more specifically seems to be like a 1983 television.
Yeah, I noticed it's very Jetsons.
Yeah, which everybody loves, right?
Right.
That year specifically, but I don't.
Yeah, 1983. Bad year for you?
For televisions.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan, you're a television fanatic. What was on television in 1983?
Cheers, the early years. That was when Sam and Diane were in high school. Yeah, that was. I got a laugh from Zach, even though he's not on camera. I appreciate that.
Well, Maida, thank you for sharing that. Do you not have a television in your home?
There is one that exists, but I don't watch it very much.
You gotta watch it, or it's gonna watch you.
It's already watching me. It's been watching me.
Weirdo. Not you, the TV.
Yeah. Well, both.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to call you not a weirdo.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Forgot what we
Well,
were
Maida.
doing here.
Maida, best of luck today. I hope that you express yourself in a way that you will be proud.
Thank you. I'm already feeling the heat.
Well, very good.
Do I turn off my camera now?
Yeah, I think you can turn off your camera.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's move to our last week's audience championship, Aubrey Vora.
No. Hello.
Hi, Aubrey, and welcome.
Hi, Aubrey.
Hi. Nice to be back.
Nice to have you back, and congratulations on your second audience championship.
No, just the first audience championship.
Okay. Well,
It was
welcome
a nice
back.
experience
Second one
doing it from
free.
home.
It does feel good to win something, doesn't it?
It does.
No.
Aubrey, what is something that most people like that you don't?
So with the time pressure, I ended up not even cracking open the watermelon because I don't like it. Why would I do that? A lot of people like watermelon, and I just think it tastes like sandy water. Like it makes my mouth feel grainy. Doesn't taste like anything.
It does have a texture that if it was anything else, it would not be accepted.
Yeah, I agree. It like kind of like disintegrates when you try to bite into it. I don't get the appeal. And it's assumed, like growing up playing sports, it was like the snack that was always brought from the like parents that brought snacks. And I just I never understood it, other than I guess it like hydrates you. So like I understand the benefit, but just drink water. That's
right.
It's just like eating water. No,
I
watermelon.
liked it because it looks like the earth to me, and I thought you were like, fuck the earth.
I didn't think to make it like pink and with spots that's more recognizable. Just the side of the melon was enough.
Most people like this planet, but I'm like, no, don't think so.
I will say, Aubrey, that most people do not enjoy
quiet?
the rind and enjoy the inside part of the
That's true. But if I saw watermelon, I wouldn't even crack it open. I would just let it be. Just leave those in the pile. They look nice from far away. The nice coloration. I understand that you can like smack them to find out how wrapped they're. Like that seems fun, but I don't have any desire to eat one.
Right.
So
Hey, lame-o parents, bring me some fruit gushers and then we'll talk.
Yeah, watermelon flavor stuff. Great. Doesn't taste like watermelon though.
Well, I drank a watermelon kombucha tonight, and I am farting my brains out. So, thank you so much for being on the show, Aubrey, and we'll see you in just a second. Now to our champion from last week, the best artist in the world. Please,
Yeah, that's huge.
welcome. Please welcome Lorian Kruger.
Hey, Lorian. I increased my volume on my mic.
I can hear you really well.
Oh, good.
Well, I myself, like Micah, am a fan of tasty drinks. Watermelon kombucha has just a little bit of alcohol in it, not enough to get you buzzed, but enough to do good things for your digestive system. Sometimes I like a tasty drink that has a little bit more alcohol content than kombucha, but a lot of people who also like those kind of tasty drinks really, really like IPAs. And I don't understand the whole appeal of an IPA because if I want to taste the forest in my mouth, I will just go take a walk through the woods.
Right, and like a
IPA.
bunch of moths.
Taste the forest.
Tastes like trees.
Oh, you did say that. I also like how they serve it in a giraffe. Is that what that is?
It's a artisanal glass bottle.
Oh, got it. I don't really play video games, says she also does not like IPAs. Oh, a lot of people don't like IPAs.
Back when I used to drink a lot, I enjoyed IPAs because I just didn't care, and people had IPAs a lot. But I think people like a sour. People tend to say that they like sour stuff just to seem interesting, don't you think?
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, this is the weird thing on the end of the menu that costs a little bit more because they can't sell it.
Right. I went to a restaurant a few years ago and asked for a non-alcoholic beer, and I guess they don't push those very much because he just gave me a bunch of them for free, and I was like, I don't think you understand. This doesn't have alcohol in it. I don't really want 5 of these.
I would get totally drunk off of that, by the way.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, why don't you just bring me some bread and olive?
They were probably in the back of the cooler for quite a while, and they just had to get rid of them.
Yeah, what do we like here? Cider? Who else? IPA is my least fave. Does anybody enjoy?
Got a sparkling gimlet right now.
Ooh, gimlet. I like the pronunciation on that.
Gimlet?
Ethan,
Yeah.
gimlet or gimlet?
That's Gemlom.
Well, I think we're
That's
getting
French.
further from our
That's
task
the
at hand
Gemlom.
here. So, artists, you can turn your videos back on, and we will give you the commission that Mr. Zach Sherwin is going to be commissioning. The challenge here is, and ladies and gentlemen at home, please play along for your chance to be on next week's stream. And pretty soon, we will be hopefully incorporating incentives, and there'll be a little cash prize incentive to win at the end of the show if you are the best artist in the world, like Lorian is right now, and like these two contestants are vying to take away from her.
Will it be
Okay.
retroactive for Lorian?
Yeah.
I'm just looking out.
All right. The challenge, this week's 20-minute masterpiece challenge, is to design a new logo for Zach Sherwin's crossword show Solos. Now, you probably don't know what to do at this point. So let's meet Zach. You'll recognize him as Albert Einstein, Walt Disney, and Egon Spengler, among others, on epic rap battles in history, as well as America's Got Talent and the Crossword Show with Zach Sherwin. It's Zach Sherwin. Zach, welcome.
Hey, thanks.
How are you?
Oh, Zach, your face is covered. Hold on. All right, your face is good now.
All right. Good show so far, guys. I've been laughing a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
thanks.
Good.
You're
All
welcome.
right, so
Thank you.
we have a series of, first of all, Ethan, can you put up the current Crossword Show Solos, the Crossword Show logo and the Crossword Show Solos logo, and
Two separate
Zach, two separate logos, and we will talk about this. So, first of all, Zach, what is the Crossword Show, and then what is the Crossword Show Solos, and then why does the Solos logo suck?
Okay, so the Crossword Show is a live comedy show that I made up a couple years ago. And basically the way it works is comedians solve an actual crossword puzzle live on stage, and the crowd watches as they work their way through a crossword puzzle. It sounds terrible, but it's my favorite thing. One piece of it is that every time the comedians get one of the clues right and figure out one of the words, it's like a guest panel, like Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR, let's say. And so every time the guests figure out one of the words, we go down a little rabbit hole of comedy and music and wordplay and trivia and that kind of thing, inspired by whatever word they figured out. So let's say the word was pelican, then I tell some jokes about pelicans and everyone has a great time. So since we can't perform the show live during quarantine, I've been releasing videos that are just like one of those little rabbit holes all on its own without the whole context of the show. And our name for those is Crossword Show Solos, because they stand on their own, and also because like I'm alone without the guests, and also because we're all alone. So hopefully this is a way to come together. And also from a word nerd perspective, which is my perspective, Crossword Show Solo only has one of the vowels, the letter O. Crossword Show Solo. There's no other vowels in that except the O. And I've been thinking while you've been talking about the Crossword Show Solo logo, that really keeps that going in kind of a cool way. So I'm already kind of, lit up from that.
So right now the Crossword Show Solo logo blows. Why does it blow?
No good.
The Crossword Show Solo logo is a no-go. Go.
Well, a quick administrative question. I actually love the Crossword Show Solo logo, but we pretend for the bit of the show that I hate it.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You always are talking about how much you hate this logo.
Yes. Sorry, I had a tech glitch. The Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is bad here. I hate the logo.
Yeah.
It's been imposed upon me by my collaborators on the project.
Yes.
And they love it, and I just feel like a hostage. I try and bring it up tentatively from time to time, and I'm instantly shouted down by my business partner and the guy who does the graphics on our videos. It's just so boxy, and I feel like it's really rigid and sterile, and it just is totally lifeless. And there's no individuality. It's like it could be anyone's Crossword Show logo, whereas I want one that really, speaks to what I perceive as the essence of me.
Perfect. So
It's like
what
the
is
logo
the
would
essence?
be like Squarespace would like suggest it to you as, the logo that it thinks you should have for your crappy template website.
We should say that Hal Dog in the chat, he says your show sounds incredible. It doesn't sound boring at all. And Schwartz and Merck said that you were great on epic rap battles of history. That Disney bit knocked that song to the next level.
Wow. Well, thank you all. And Hal Dog, I have to be totally clear that in the same way that I'm playing up the extent to which I don't like the Crossword Show logo, I also love the show. It's my favorite thing. So don't be fooled by my little self-deprecation. In truth, it's because I love it so much that sometimes I'm scared to say it. So I have to build up a little defensive wall around it if I'm going to talk about it. But you get me. And I thank you for it.
So
That's how I feel about IPAs.
Taste the trees.
Oh my God, love them.
Taste the trees. All right. So, who is Zach Sherwin? These artists need to know who you are in 3 sentences or less, in 15 seconds or less. Go.
Okay. When do the 15 seconds start?
You're done.
A little extra time. Okay, I'm super decisive. I have a strong respect for rules. I think that rules thing is important. I'm a real rule follower. I like color, but I'm like afraid to go there kind of because I'm not sure of my footing. So I feel like that's 10 qualities just contained in those sentences right there. And I like animals. I like animals.
Cool. So we've got let's recap in a bullet list.
Yeah.
We've got animals,
Mm-hmm.
rule follower.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard the word cool. Did you call yourself cool?
I think you said cruel.
Cruel.
Yeah.
Help me out.
I love
here.
animals, but yeah, go ahead. I think I said that I really like color, but because I'm sort of unsure of my footing around it. I mean, look at my backdrop. This is just a safe blank choice.
I'm the same way, man. I really do like to be around a lot of color, but if you asked me to put them together or how they look together, I'd be like, the brighter the better. I don't know, man.
Yeah, thanks for
look
that.
Look at my shirt.
It looked nice.
Thanks, man. So,
yeah.
If not this solo logo, then what would be better? I.e., what is the best logo that exists right now?
Ooh, good question.
That's a great question. Well, wow, what's the best logo that exists?
He doesn't want to just come out and say Tide right away. The no-brainer.
Yeah, I thought you meant besides Tide, everyone's go-to best logo. Huh. I'm thinking through the logos in my life. I'm literally looking around my room right now to see if there's any logos I can spot. I have a bag with the New Yorker logo. I'll go ahead and declare that not the best logo in the world. Oh, man. Mr. Bubble.
Mr. Bubble's up there for sure. It's a classic. It has not been adjusted in going on 65 years.
Is that a logo that's in your room right now?
No, but it popped into my head, and I believing in my instincts.
Good, smart.
Hey, Ethan, since we don't have the clock up right now, what's the time check?
What?
Did you start the clock?
Do you want candor or lack of candor? Let's say I bet we're probably what did we start with? 30 minutes? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
Oh, we gotta be at 15. Oh yeah, it says 15 here. Yeah, it definitely says 15. Look at that, 15, 16 technically. Yeah.
Zach, I would like to give you. By the way, Ethan, do we have any?
Can I respond to something Hal Dog said?
Yeah,
yes.
For sure.
I'm sorry. Did I cut off something important for the flow of show?
No.
Well, I was just about to bust some bars out that Master Dodo 15 laid down and challenge you, Zach.
I see
in a
those
moment.
too.
Yeah. He probably wants you to say them, but that
But
might
I want
be
you to say them.
Yeah. I'll definitely. Say
I'm ambivalent.
All right, it's on me then. All right.
We could trade them back and forth in a sort of Run DMC style tag, handoff fashion.
I would love that. All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
Just
Micah,
stop when you
right
feel
on it.
So are
Ooh,
we
Micah.
15 minutes in, or do we have 15 minutes left?
Oh,
15
come on,
minutes left.
Lorian.
15 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, you're asking so many questions that I
Wow,
don't
she is-
know.
She is in such a flow state right now.
Yeah.
She thinks 15 minutes have gone by already,
Yeah.
which should really, Aubrey and Maida, watch out. She thinks she's gotten 15 minutes of work done
You guys are screwed.
already. All right. Woo, Micah right on it. Yes, he winning. Pin and gold stars flow be then cleaner. Clorox fiending.
For soap bars. Killing LA, killing the villain be kneeling. There's no scares with the dope art. The bloody planet, he so Mars.
Killing every beat, Ethan Mars. Out here with his powers, bringing order to the streets. Zach Sherwin, punchline like boxing with his show solos.
Dropping
Nike
rhymes.
stands out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next comment.
Nice.
Nike does stand out as a quality logo. Zach, you decided on Mr. Bubbles. What's your round out your top three here?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Mr. Bubble. I believe it's singular. Yeah, I really like Mr. Bubble. I guess I like a character to my logo. Man, this is making me think about how little I think about logos.
Well, I think that's a big thing that you just said that I don't want to skip over, and that is that you like a character in your logo. Which, I don't know.
Yes,
if the
take me
Crossword
back
Show
there.
does the Crossword Show have a mascot of any kind?
Ooh.
Boxy,
It's a
the crossword show mascot.
Boxy?
Yeah.
Is it a boxer dog?
Yes, it is. I took a 101 class at an improv school. It is a boxer dog with a little bell around its neck.
Hey, there you go.
Yes, and the bell is broken like the Liberty Bell. I'm dying inside. Ethan, are you
You must
also
have
dying
taken
inside?
two. You must have taken level 2, Micah. That was great.
I got to yes and.
Oh wow,
And it only cost me $800 to get there.
that's so obvious in retrospect.
All right. So
Okay.
let's brainstorm real quick. Like,
Do you want to know how much time we have left? You asked me about it earlier.
oh yeah, you didn't say anything? I thought you said something.
Yeah, but it's changed now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hit me
Yeah,
up.
based on the time. Now there's 11 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Okay, great. Do we have any self-expressions from the,
Oh, yeah.
from the
Shit, we
viewers
do.
at home? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
check this out.
Zach, let's check this out real quick, and then
Okay.
think about some potential mascots. I mean, this is fun.
Okay.
And artists, it doesn't mean that you have to include the mascot, but if Zach loves mascots, which he's telling you right now.
All right, this is from Kirsten Sims. This is baby. Yeah,
Kirsten.
this is a baby. She hates babies. Baby Yoda, and it says, "I'm floating. I'm a baby."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says. So I guess a lot of people like this Baby Yoda. She hates it. And then we also have Chris Wilcoxon. He says, "I hate feelings because I am a robot." Oh yeah, feelings are the worst. It is. Whoop! You see that? How'd that happen?
Oh yeah, he's a little.
That's what we got. Now I'm gonna figure out how to get
tugboat?
rid of that.
Where's
That
feelings?
robot looks like it's been drinking from Lorian's IPA bottle.
Little
Been
monkey
watching-
there.
Watching Maida's Jetsons television. Zach, there's a request to explain in painful detail for the next 30 seconds what the Solos show comprises of.
Okay. I'm because it's Hal Dog, I'll be a little kinder than I otherwise might because we did already discuss this. But sometimes you need information
Hal Dog,
again.
we need you to focus, man. Just focus.
But I really like Hal Dog, who's saying super nice things about me, so I'm very willing to say it again. When our solvers get a word right in the crossword show, we go down a fun little comedy rabbit hole. And if you could make a video version of one of those rabbit holes that lasted like 2 minutes to 3 minutes, that would be a crossword show solo. How was that, Hal Dog? I can see the comments. You can put it in and tell me if that did it. If not, I'll take a third stab. I'd like to offer as my second logo the Timberland tree.
Yes.
Now, I should say these aren't my favorite logos. They're just logos that I can think of.
I have to interrupt.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes now. And that means it's time to compromise your art. Your vision? Your vision. You ready to compromise?
Stab your eyeball.
Yes, Haldog, that's correct.
Your logo for Zach's solo show, which is very confusing to me, needs to be vaguely erotic.
Oh man, that character.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ethan,
Boxy.
that was the third quality I would have used to describe myself.
Vaguely
erotic.
Erotic. So I think this is going to help you.
I think it's interesting that we've already named the Crossroads Show solo mascot Boxy.
You're a naughty boy.
It's vaguely erotic.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm talking about.
You are not in trouble with me. I just want to say that.
Hey, can we settle this beef between you and Haldog, Zach? This
has been going on way too long. Just like Biggie and Tupac. Speaking of Biggie and Tupac, Zach, I'm going to need for you to rattle off top 5 MCs of all time.
Okay. MF Doom.
Is this in no particular order?
Yeah.
Top 5.
You know so far that I'm not great with rattling off lists. So second, I'll say the tree from the Timberland logo. Did it have a rap career at some point, like a novelty record, all just forest themed? Am I thinking about the tree from the Timberland logo because we're talking about IPA tasting like trees?
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly
probably. And you're constantly thinking about hip hop, and Timberland makes some really dope ass beats.
Yes, and raps. So I'll list him as my second favorite rapper of all time, after MF2. No disrespect to Timberland.
Let me go out here and say, very, very bold choice.
He's not. He doesn't usually get mentioned.
No, not at all. He never gets mentioned.
He's in an Eminem song. They go after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't.
Who's they?
Eminem and Eminem's mentor and producer man.
Oh yeah. How can you know to say all that stuff but not say Dr. Dre?
Oh, I wanted you to say it. You're the guest. You get to say Dr. Dre. That's the
You're a good host.
Thank you.
Yep. I was brought up that way.
Yeah.
You
let the guest say Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm. I really like to listen to the rapper Bahama Dia. She has a great voice, and it ASMRs me a little bit.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check her out. I went and saw Rhapsody. Rhapsody was my last.
You love that show.
Yeah, it was the last concert that I will ever go to. Apparently.
Oh, right.
Because.
So that's 4, right? Doom, Timbaland, the tree from the Timberland logo,
Dr. Bubbles.
And I'll finally say Mr. Bubble is like my 6th or 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And if everyone could stop pluralizing Bubble, that would be terrific because that's not his name.
Wait, you know a Mr. Bubble? Oh, there's a Mr. Bubble who does something with soap. That's interesting. I only know Mr. Bubbles.
My 5th favorite rapper is Micah's part of the chat verse that we performed a little earlier in tonight's show. On the strength of that performance, I'm putting Micah in my top 5.
I do really enjoy MF Doom, and he's somebody who's never had a radio hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's always been kind of, pop the trunk. Listen to this dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I heard first. Is he from Atlanta or is he from?
He's not. He's a New York guy.
He's in all the. The reason I ask is he's. I feel like he's like really connected with all the Cartoon Network stuff.
Yes, he did do a whole album with Cartoon Network.
I like Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Any questions? Ask me anything.
Have you heard the new Run the Jewels single with
I
Greg
have.
Nice?
And
What do you think?
Zach De La Rocha, or
Mhm.
Roca, he's on it again.
Yeah.
I like him.
Ethan, are you a hip hop fan? I didn't.
Nah, not really. I mean, I like Run the Jewels. I like the Eminem.
What do you think of his mentor?
Oh God, what was that guy's name? Oh, I know he was a registered nurse of some sort.
Ooh. Boy, my manners are really conflicting with my desire to get the correct info out there.
What about Jurassic 5?
Then you can take care of your whole top 5 in one fell swoop.
Oh yeah, mine's Jurassic 5. Even though I
Easy.
think some of them were DJs.
Yeah, 2 of them.
But
And there were 6.
that seems like a lot, right? How many DJs do you need?
Well, it's like a band. If you have 2 drummers, it just gets better.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. That was the case for Rusted Roots for sure.
Oh, it's Dr. Dre, Hal Dog 13 saying that's what it is.
Oh.
All right, Zach. I have one more question about this solo
Yes.
logo.
Okay.
Who are you trying to reach with this Boxy the Mask?
That's a great question. I would say Boxy is designed to appeal to I really want to answer this right.
Like here's an interesting thing that I find is I think Hal Dog had said the simpler the logo the better.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that when something is simple, it's designed to appeal to the broadest possible audience, right? Because you got to get a bunch of stupid people who need to take bubble baths, right?
Right.
Kids.
I don't know anything.
No, they totally lack education. But people who would enjoy the crossword show are probably able to hold 2 opposing concepts in their head at once. And so maybe a simple logo is not exactly what you're looking for.
I think that's right. Well, my beloved Hal Dog says you're trying to reach weirdos like me who are obsessed with crossword puzzles but also love comedy. And I think there's a strong Venn diagram style overlap between crossword puzzles and comedy, because comedy is such a verbal art form and crossword puzzles are for people who have a good time romping around in language land. And so maybe
that should be your
maybe that's in the logo. Like that's where Boxy is.
Minute left. There's 1 minute left to make it.
That's what
good.
Boxy says is a delightful romp around language land.
Right.
Maybe. Listen, It's totally up to the artist's interpretation to decide what she wants to include in what the artist thinks is best.
I guess what I want to say in answer to your question and to kind of what Hal Dog's putting in my brain. By the way, Hal Dog, MVP for me so far. I want to convey.
Oh, you guys really squashed that beef, man.
Yeah,
that was
I
quick.
think it was great.
I knew
to
he'd
see
come
you guys
back.
come together.
Mm-hmm. We're a regular Eminem and his enabler, and the person to whom he is the protege. Just a good team. I want to reach people who feel like they yearn for fun, who are to fun as I am to colors. They know they want more of it, but they're just not totally confident about how to have it, and they seek a person to hold their hand.
That is the timer. It's all the time allotted for this challenge. I would give you guys more, but it's the timer.
Down. Art supplies down, artist. Art supplies down. Let me see those hands.
Cut your hands off.
All right. Great. That's something we should keep doing, Ethan. Hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up. All right.
Handcuff yourself.
Now handcuff yourself to your art.
Oh, guys, remember to send in your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com. We already have one entry already.
Let's start from the back forward. So, Zach, we're going to take a look at each artist's work individually. You take detailed notes, and then we'll mental notes, detailed mental notes.
Okay, good.
And then afterwards we'll hear your thoughts, and we'll have time for follow-up questions. But first, let's start with the best artist in the world, Lorian Kruger. I do feel like we've been that moniker really puts the defending champion at a disadvantage, because the judge is like, I'll show you who's the best artist in the world, not you. Lorian, let's see what you got here.
This is not the best hand lettering I've ever done. But we have solos.
Whoa.
It's also an anagram.
Oh.
Flip it upside down, it says the same thing. And these could be Boxy's 2 eyes.
Or
if you want to make it erotic, they could be nipples.
That is pretty vaguely erotic. That's very specifically erotic.
That is specifically. I feel like that's a vague eroticism. Right?
Yeah, it's vaguely erotic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to take some detailed notes.
Yeah. Good. That is really something else. Lauren, if you would keep that. We'll focus on the next one here. No, we don't want to distract from. Let's go to last week's audience champion, Aubrey Vora. Aubrey, let's take a look at this Crossword Show solo logo. We got to have you unmute your microphone.
I did not press the button hard enough. I was so excited. I got very excited for the medium of art that I wanted to use this week. Feeding off the fact that this used to be a live show, this is the thought that it can feel kind of like that marquee kind of look. So what I've got here is a little crossword puzzle stained glass, and the highlighted parts say crossword show, and then on the bottom, you can't see it very well because it's so gooey still. It says solo at the bottom, highlighted in green. I think I just put it on this this lamp because it's still very wet. And then around it, the frame around it is someone flashing this. So as they open up their coat, has their little hand on the other side, the lights will flash the sign. But other than that, it just should look like a grid. And then when the lights go on, you'll see crossword show solo.
Wow.
It's a prototype.
Wow. Did you say that's stained glass?
So I call it stained glass because it's just using plastic. Like you can use like the tops of containers and that you get for to-go food and stained glass paint. I would recommend giving it more time to lie flat because as you see on this side, the paint is just slowly dripping down. But of course, for the final product, it would be completely dried.
Did you say real? Tained glass, like a tainer?
Tained glass, like I'm pretending like it's glass. It's stained.
Stained. Yeah, okay, I got
glass.
it. Got it.
I've done actually. This is another one I've done of those. Much more detailed work.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And use fake leading. It's a lot of fun.
Boy, I can't think of any mascots, any other mascots that are flashing. That's
just a disembodied coat with hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, McGruff didn't even do that, and he had ample opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and that dog wasn't wearing
knew a bunch
pants.
of cops. He could have gotten that wipe from his record.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. All right, Aubrey, well done. Well done. Let's move on to this week's upstart contender, Maida Gary. Maida, show us what you're working with.
All right. So I started with something way more regular, and then I got wildly sidetracked with the disruption moments. And I went sexy eyes on this.
Whoa.
So it's suggestive. Right, this letter mark incorporates the eyes that are alluring, right? It's like crossword puzzle, right? So that's the thing.
I really like the attitude that Boxy has.
Boxy's a little coy. Boxy is highly intelligent and knows it, but also like pretty body confident. And you can tell. She's not hiding it.
Wow.
Definitely not.
Yeah, those eyes.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, this is vaguely erotic.
I'd say more than vaguely, even.
Well, that's a violation of the rules, but okay.
All right. So, artist, if we could have you hold your pieces up as Zach goes over questions and critiques. Zach, this is your opportunity, and we'll cede the floor to Dr.
Dreidel.
Dreidel. Okay, Zach.
Thank you. Well, artists, first of all, I want to say this is fantastic. I can't imagine the pressure you were under to begin with. I also can't imagine the added strains imposed by having all the curveballs that we threw at you flying at you. So I'm bowled over. I'll speak to each of you in the order that you presented your work. Lorian, you said the word ambigram, right? Describing your logo? You are muted, my friend. Or your audio is malfunctioning.
Or you've gone Lorian deaf.
Yeah, so it's an ambigram, which means
Right.
you can read it right side up and upside down the same way.
Wow. That's great. That's so cool. You picked up on the palindromic nature of solos, which was intended, and you took it to this whole other level of symmetry and reversibility. It's just so amazing. Would you permit us to construe those eyes as ones that are bugged open in vaguely erotic delight from seeing something that isn't necessarily, but could be erotic?
Yes, surprisingly erotic.
Right. Wide open.
Like,
That guy's wide shut.
right.
Lorian, one issue we've encountered with the videos so far, and there are 5 of them, is that coming up with a new thumbnail for each subsequent episode, it's like tough to, find a new color from the palette each time. But could you speak to the variable nature of there's like 5 colors going on in what you're showing us here? So could we maybe like change the colors around for each episode's unique thumbnail color chroma print?
Absolutely. So this is just a hand lettered example of a logo. Normally, as a graphic designer, what I would do if we wanted to move on is I would take this into a vector art program like Illustrator or something like that. And then so you just got all the lines and curves and things like that in Illustrator, and you can just go in and fill any of those letters in with whatever colors or patterns that you want.
Great. I love it. And Micah or Ethan, if you could trademark the phrase chroma print to describe a unique color signature as I keep talking, then that would be great.
Hold on, I bought the URL.
I'm on trademark.gov right now.
We just bought 1,000 t-shirts.
Oh, no. I'll PayPal you.
Okay,
Aubrey,
good.
I love feigned glass. It's hard for me now. What you've created is so beautiful. It's occurring to me that I would want to have it as an item in the lobby at the show for people to maybe put out by our email list to attract people to sign up for updates, which you can do on crosswordshow.com. But like this would be an added incentive to do that. How can you speak on how it would become a logo that we would have in like a video? It seems like so much of a physical object.
Well, in a video, you have the benefit of adding lighting. So you'd be able to have the, like, I guess I would see this kind of like, you know, how Pixar has their little like lamp that walks in. I would see it as like the torso of this dude walking on screen, flashing open, and then lights go on. And the benefit of this is that you can switch the letters each time. So this says crossword show, but you could also add the performers' names or the date or the topic that you are focusing on as a theme. And you can get creative with it depending on what squares you light up. So it gives you a lot of variety because it's really just a grid with lights behind it. And you can easily do that on like Photoshop or on video programs.
Illustrator?
Backlighting. Some Illustrator, probably. I don't know. I'm not great with Illustrator. I do everything on Photoshop. I just paint on Photoshop.
Right.
But I do know that once you add things into like the film realm, then you can add a little like bing light that goes on, and you can reveal what the answers are to this puzzle.
Great. Well, thank you so much. That's beautiful. And if I may make a pitch to you, you said that you make them out of containers sometimes. And am I right about that? Like the lids of containers?
Yeah, actually, my favorite thing to make them out of is old CDs. So the top of the container looks kind of like this.
Oh yeah, that's
like
super
a little,
cool.
It's like a net container.
May I recommend? This is really just
CDs.
an. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh,
It was really just in service of an elaborate pun about calling them tained glass with a little apostrophe in front of the tainer, because you're using tainers to make them. So
I like that. I'll take that next time I work with a Tame.
We just copyrighted that too.
Great. Terrific. Wow. Okay. Maida, thank you so much for this incredible design. You certainly are in the vanguard in terms of incorporating Boxy into the logo, and that carries a lot of weight with me. One thing I like is that Boxy's nose is quite boxy, whereas, you know, dogs usually have like the sort of, in my opinion, blown out traditional dog nose shapes, but the right angle that you're presenting Boxy's nose in here is very on brand for it. Her, we said, right?
They, I mean,
Let's do it.
yeah, is Boxy gendered? I don't know.
I don't feel the need to. So yeah, I love seeing Boxy in there. I assume we could even put some ears on there to accentuate the canineness of Boxy.
Yeah.
Or would you push back against that?
Honestly, I picked up on that we wanted a character. I picked up that we wanted some erotic, full on miss the dog discussion, 100%.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that and commend you again for that non-traditional dog nose shape. That is a really cool choice and way to incorporate it.
Artistic license dog. Looking at my own dog, I don't know how closely you looked at him, but his nose is very, very hard and angular like that.
Oh, you're right.
I like a hard-nosed dog.
In a different way than McGruff is hard-nosed.
Exactly.
That was the original title of the Beatles song, Hard Nosed Dog.
I think it's still that way in England. It just when they came over here, the American version. Yeah.
If you're not singing "It's Been a Hard-Nosed Dog" to yourself, then
Do they bark in the chorus?
They have to. They have to.
I guess, is there anything else that you think based on my reaction, that I haven't appreciated about what you did?
I mean, there's not time to get into all of that, but
Good answer.
you know, I think you've summarized it within the limits.
Okay, thanks. I'll say that I've never been so attracted to an imaginary dog that wasn't intended to be portrayed as a dog. So I think you hit the vaguely erotic piece of things.
Yeah.
Really deeply. I think that wraps up my questions.
All right, Zach. So there's been a whole slew of votes for Lorian in the chat. So I will say this: Lorian is constantly in the chat. Everybody in the chat knows Lorian. So take that with a grain of salt. And also, Lorian is the best artist in the world right now, and as the judge, every judge we've had has really balked at saying that the best artist in the world continues to be the best artist in the world. So that's just me relaying some information. I don't know if that sways you one way or another. It's time to make a decision. And friends at home, if you haven't sent your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com yet, I don't know what to tell you. All right, Zach.
Yeah.
The floor is yours to declare a best artist in the world.
Okay. Since the floor is mine, I'd first like to say that in the same way that Crossword Show Solo's logo only has O's, if you get the email address fartsmackdawn@gmail.com, that would only have A's, which would kind of be a cool thing. I don't know. Take it or leave it, but do trademark it either way. Now, as far as this art decision, get some t-shirts. As far as this art decision, I want to say that it's reminding me of like a breakup, because it sucks to be the person who is broken up with, but it also sucks to have to be the person who has to do it. It's worse for the person on the other end of it. And God knows I've been on both sides, but it sucks to do. It's a person you... So I just hate the position that I'm in. And I think each of you did something so
groundbreaking.
Beautiful. So I hate this. I do have to choose one. That's part of the constraint of the show. I understand that. Oh, God. Can I talk through it, or should I just...
I think you have to talk through it. You're obviously on the fence about something. So.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... All right, I just have to do this. I have to do this. Aubrey, it's not... I can't. It's just... It's such an incredible physical piece of art. I want it in the lobby of the show, but in terms of putting it like as the logo, I just can't do it. There's too much... If it were the only thing, I could figure it out, but having the other two, I can just see how short the path is between that and the logo. And so because I'm in this unenviable position, I have to simplify my decision and say, I think what you did is beautiful, and it's just this.
You know what, that's fine. Audience would like the obvious choice anyway, so it's fine.
That made it even worse for me than it already felt.
I'm supposed to be competitive on this show, right?
Yes.
I think that allows me to be a bit of a sore loser.
Aubrey, I will say, in your defense, Zach said if you were the only choice, he would have gone with you.
Does make me feel better. And I would gladly make you a poster. That sounds fun. That sounds more fun than a logo. Anyway.
I would love it. Let's stay in touch after this.
Okay.
Oh, God. I mean, it's a question of like more letters and like cool symmetry and colors, which, look, I'm a sucker for the ambigram thing, and the colors are beautiful. We spoke about my fear of colors, and this makes me feel cradled. But Maida's has boxy, and I've already, I know, but those require like a layer of disbelief suspension to get to boxy, whereas in Maida's it's like, it's right there. God, I hate this. This is literally the worst thing that's happened to me this year.
If this is the worst thing that happened to you in 2020, you are what a precious boy.
Wow. I wish I didn't have my like rooting for an underdog. Because
I will say this, Zach, in the chat, people are starting to scream Maida's name. So
I see it, and I wish I didn't. But it's Hal Dog, which just is a whole nother layer of nuance to what's happening.
Do you want insights from the loser?
Yes! I really do.
That Lorian is something that you can turn in all the directions, that like, it lends an ear to the crossword without actually touching the crossword. But I also must say that Maida's Boxy being body positive without having a body blew my mind.
You know, Aubrey, this really helped. I'm choosing Maida's. Gloria, I love what you did, but I think the color could be put into Maida's design, and the potential for Boxy build out is very high. And in the end, I think that wins the day in my heart.
Wow.
We're selling a ton of merch right now.
Wow. I mean, congratulations, Maida.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
We're just thrilled to have you back next week. Lorian, it didn't happen. It didn't happen again. Someday.
Curse of the best artist in the world.
That's what happened. I mean, it happened to Picasso, and then he had that, he did that guitar guy. Depressing picture.
Dude, that means that this whole week I have to live with the weight of being the best artist in the world. That is
a challenge. Well, Maida, we are excited to have you back next week. Aubrey and Lorian, we hope that you compete again and work your way back into the stream, and hopefully, we will have somebody go on a winning streak here. Zach, your decisions are not done. We still need to review. We need to review the home boxies. So, Ethan?
Yeah, here we go. This is from Life is Nice. I didn't intentionally say it like Borat. Life is Nice. Here we go.
Aubrey, you're the unsung hero of that decision, and I want to sing you.
All right, this is Life is Nice.
Thanks, but I hope Lorian doesn't take it personally. I also loved your design.
Thank you.
It was sincerely a tough choice.
Zach is
unlike this one.
Solo. He fucks. I don't know. All right, you got that. That's
very good. Life is nice. I love it.
Life is
man.
nice.
All right, now let's.
I routinely enjoy Life is Nice's submissions every.
Chris
every
Wilcoxon. This is.
It's a solo cup.
Which with a thong, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, very.
Wow. A lacy thong is my.
Oh my! Oh my!
All right.
Wow.
See, and then we have Casey.
Nice
Gibbs.
rendering of the show logo. Wilcoxon.
Wow. Yeah.
Casey Gibbs. He made it for.
Covered in paint.
The other show. He didn't know the crossword show. Oh, it says boobies. Okay.
Wow.
I thought it said Biden. I was like, all right.
Super sexy, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and then
that's
finally we have Kirsten Sims. Ooh.
Kirsten, welcome back. Excited to see your work here.
Kirsten, that's good. Kirsten and I know each other. Oh, it's Mr. Bubble with fangs.
Oh yeah.
Like a carnivorous Mr. Bubble. You get in the bath and that's a really good idea for a horror movie.
Oh yeah, that's terrifying.
It is.
Wow.
Nice
colors. This has everything.
Yeah, and it has that vaguely erotic accent mark there. Right there. Think that's what I'm seeing? Alright, I did that. How do I take it down? What do I need to do now?
That's an audio wave emanating from the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ethan, us live performers use something called a microphone. It's an amplifying sound technology that gets the important information to the ears of the viewer.
It seems like a hassle.
It's not the only aspect of the amplification technology, but
okay.
Zach wouldn't know that.
What do I do now? Do I put them up again?
Yeah, I think we got to see them all side by side.
That's never going to happen. I'm going to be straight.
Kirsten. Easy choice. I was sold from the beginning.
All right.
Kirsten?
Yeah.
Oh.
It had so much going on.
Oh, there was a lot going on for a logo.
There you go, right there, yeah. Boom.
And I
done.
like I said I'm a rule follower, and Kirsten really followed all of the guidelines that I laid out. So I recognize that, and I want to reward it.
We did decide that simplistic was definitely maybe not the way to go for your audience. And
That's right.
as far as logos go, I was like,
Yeah, my
there's
crowds
so
can
many.
handle it.
There's a number of layers going on here. So Kirsten, we are excited to have you on the stream next week, along with the best artist in the world, Maida Gary.
Yeah.
Wow. I just want to say, Hal Dog keeps bringing it in the chat. It hasn't stopped. Hal Dog is abidingly great.
Yeah.
I'm Hal Dog.
No.
Wouldn't that be
Tell me
amazing?
that's not true. My heart just broke.
If you have a chance, I will post. I'll post Zach's website and YouTube channel in the chat again.
We
So
dropped
if
a
you
new
have
solo today. If you want to see what we've been talking about this whole time, there's a hot new one.
If you would like to visit Lorian Kruger on Instagram, that's her right there. And this is Aubrey on the World Wide Web, CurioSapiens.com, as well as CurioSapiens on Instagram and Led by Wonder on Facebook. And also Ethan has a show tomorrow night, which I'm going to be on. It's a show to work out other television shows.
Yeah, Ethan's television workshop tomorrow night, 10 p.m. You got to follow me at Old Man in the Basement. Mike is going to be on. I'm going to be on. My friend John Chinesky, who's a big puzzle guy, is going to be doing a new cinephile game show. It's going to be fun.
And that's a cinephile is somebody who's sexually attracted to sin.
Yeah, that's right. Who just really, really loves sin. Yeah.
So if Jeffrey Dahmer does it for you,
what was sinful about that?
You're normal. You're a normal person because that guy was hot. Okay, so well, congratulations, Maida. Congratulations, Kirsten. Aubrey, a pleasure to have you on the stream again. We hope to have you back soon. Lorian, thank you as always for coming on. We will be doing a live chat this Thursday on Art Smackdown just to talk more about where the show's going. So if you want to interact with us on Thursday, we would love to talk to you as human beings and not reading from a script and not deferring to some guy who's promoting his own show, Dr. Dre is the guy that we were all thinking of.
Oh, Dr. Dre, yeah. The guy with the rapper from Detroit.
Right.
Yeah.
The Eminem.
Yeah.
So, Zach, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really wonderful.
This was more fun than I expected. And I didn't expect it to be that fun, and it was really fun.
Yes. That's what we like to hear.
And I'm so impressed by what these genuinely artists. Those were all amazing. I really mean it.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see what you did. Thank you.
Like really, really cool art all around. I'm routinely blown away by what people create each week. So we hope you keep coming back. We're going to continue doing the show for as long as this show is not on television. And probably when it goes on television. Yeah, we have at least one more show.
Yeah.
So on behalf of Mark Stetson, who's on vacation this week.
Wait, you guys are such funny hosts. I want to give it up. You're so funny and good at this. I want to show love to the hosts.
Thank
you. And Hal Dog, you too.
I just laugh a lot and make one Beatles pun per show.
He nailed it.
So,
Maybe can you have like a guest heckler in the future? One of the like best comments on the chat gets to be a guest heckler on video.
Oh, that is a great idea, and I love it. I love that a lot.
I won! Good idea.
Actually, Hal Dog, did Hal Dog email us?
I don't believe, not that I know.
Email us, HalDog, at fartsmackdown@gmail.com, and we'll work this out if you want to be a sniper on the show. I love that idea. Well, on behalf of Mark and Ethan T. Berlin, thank you all for watching Art Smackdown, the game show that makes art the cutthroat competition that it's supposed to be.
Bye, guys.
Hey, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks.